You know what? I'm not bullshit. This is Final Fantasy V on the Super Nintendo. And let's just get down to business about this game. First of all, it plays like the original Final Fantasy IV. Oh, Final Fantasy IV, or Final Fantasy II, however you want fucking refer it to as. And I'm gonna shut up for a moment because, well, if you remember from Final Fantasy IV how good the audio was in the beginning, great audio production here. Just let me turn up my speakers. Yeah, that wind shrine, that king of the castle that you're seeing right here, basically, that's gonna mention a bit of the story later on. Here's the thing: there's these crystals in this earth. I believe it's called Iblis. I don't remember from the Final Fantasy retrospective video that I saw on GameTrailers.com, which I recommend you see. Anyway, here's the thing. I'm gonna get to one of my save states that I made, and I'm in the water shrine right now. And here's the thing. The first area you have to, the first crystal you have to defend is the wind crystal. Of course, there's going to be an enemy you have to face off against before you're able to get anywhere near the crystal. It ends up shattering and you get different classes. Note, the menu system is similar to the Final Fantasy IV, except for the fact that there's no extra abilities added, such as the dark ability, or even heal with the freaking bard. And you will get a bard in this game, I promise you. Let's get to the save state again. Crap, this one's actually in. And here's the thing. Here's the classes you get. In the Wind Shrine you get the Knight, the Monk, the Thief, the Black Mage, the White Mage, and the Blue Mage. The Blue Mages I think are utterly useless, so my advice, don't use them. In the Water Shrine, after you defeat that monster you saw me take briefly attack, you get Berserker, useless. Mystic Knight, very useful in different classes. Time Mage, Summoner, and the Red Mage. And I'm gonna spoil one of the abilities from one of the classes. The Mystic Knight, you basically do weapon embellishment of one of the spells that you learned as a Black Mage or a Red Mage. And no, you have to learn the Mystic Knight ability of weapon embellishment for the spells in order to even use them. And basically, also, just before I forget, you have to level up each class for each character just to get certain abilities, such as the White Magic level 1 ability after you level up your White Mage for the classes. You know, it's similar to Final Fantasy Tactics in a way, but at the same time, it just gets fucking tedious having to do this shit over and over again against easy enemies. Gaining job points, may I add. And the graphics, they don't look very much well upgraded compared to Final Fantasy IV, but at the same time the environments look very well done comparing to Final Fantasy IV or Final Fantasy, however you want to refer to as. And the game just feels too much like Final Fantasy IV, except for the ATB bar, as you see here. You know? And I could choose to shut it off, but nah. And I believe Final Fantasy V was the first game that had the ATB bar in the franchise. But all in all, to make a long review short, if you're a Final Fantasy lemming like myself, you're gonna love this game. If you're not, then I'd say rent this game. But my advice is try this game out. This game should not be missed. You know, either download it off this one website that I normally go onto, known as vim.net or whatever, or get it for your GBA. They're both excellent games. The only difference between Final Fantasy V and the GBA and this version is that the script writing is much more better, as in it's more translated, more better than it is on the Super Nintendo. And also on the GBA, you get Bestiary, which is basically your monster book. Just in case you haven't seen my Final Fantasy IV review, I know plenty of people haven't seen that one, but still. I give this game an 8.5 out of 10. This is Dragon Kid. I gotta get going.